All right, you've seen them cruising through the streets of Baltimore. A new way to get around is hopping in a black SUV or a car labeled with a hot pink mustache. But are companies like Uber and Lyft here to stay? ABC 2 News' Amy O'Bear spent the day in Annapolis for a hearing that is crucial for their future.
They're definitely not your traditional cabs. In fact, they're not cabs at all. Companies like Uber and Lyft are application-based, meaning you can request, track, even pay for your ride by using an app on your phone. But traditional cabs say if they're going to join in on the transportation market, they should need to follow the same guidelines across the board.
We carry life. When we transport people, the object, the subject, and the surrounding is life. Any mistake means playing with human life. So yes, we need to check. We need to put the best drivers on the road.
Representatives with Uber tell us their drivers have to pass background checks, among other certifications. And customers rate the drivers as soon as they step out of the car.
As the taxi companies say, well, we have to do all these burdensome regulations, so should they. I think that's the wrong approach. I think we should say, are these regulations really protecting consumers? And if not, why do we have them?
Senator Ferguson says he got behind the bill after a cease and desist order was filed against apps like Uber and Lyft. He says currently there's a gray area in regulations for these companies because they're so different from the cabs Baltimore is used to. He says Senate Bill 919 gives flexible tools to apply to this new market.
The real question isn't let's look backwards. It's are Maryland consumers being well served? And if they're being well served, Lyft and Uber wouldn't ever have a need to exist. So something's wrong. The market's not working. People don't feel like they have good options for transportation services.
Representatives from taxi companies say the cease and desist has nothing to do with the new increased competition. They say their ultimate concern is customer safety. But Uber drivers say the new approach is working better than imagined.
Like energy, at one point, we only had one choice. We only had one option. Now you have other options, other choices.
Senator Ferguson says if this bill doesn't pass, companies like Uber and Lyft will likely be forced to shut down. In Annapolis, Amy O'Bear, ABC 2 News.
Senator Ferguson says he's hopeful about this bill and calls it to start updating these regulations.